Welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, or if you're just joining us, we have cool to mild local temperatures today, holding on to winds that are going to be on the decrease as we finish out the afternoon going into your evening commute. A mix of light snow possible as we go into the weekend, getting into a wintry mix as that will be kind of still up in the air as we finish out. That's still trying to get unfolded here. Cloud cover right now showing up going to Rhinelander, getting into at least partly to mostly cloudy skies. You'll see more clouds gradually on the increase as we finish out the day today going into, I should say, the evening hours going into the afternoon. It's a good looking day. Pretty quiet out there for now. Accumulating snow coming in as we go into Saturday north of I-94. That's where they're going to get the most of it. Maybe about 1 to 3 inches of snow possible to accumulate. Wintry mix along and south of I-90. That's still up in the air. That's going to get down to the ground. We'll see maybe that punch come in possibly on Sunday as well for that. Low visibilities will kick into that as we go into the afternoon and evening hours by Eau Claire and Ladysmith, working through that forecast, possibly bringing some of that low clouded visibility as clouds continue to increase with snow, freezing drizzle, possibly maybe a little freezing rain in that involved. We'll see eventually as we go into it, 42 degrees over in Stanley, but you're looking at temperatures maybe 37 to about 40 to near 50 degrees today. Highs for Saturday, though, we'll see most of that cold well up to the north, as you can see, 20s widespread with 30s. You go right down to the central portion and southern portions of the area, those 30s continuing on to possibly near 40 degrees. So well above seasonal average temperatures. Northerly winds right now continuing to move through the area as we go through the afternoon, tapering as we go right through the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hour. Then we'll start to see winds coming in out of the west again, or I should say coming out of the southwest, working out of the area, then southeast, then making a move right across portions going into at least going into northwest, getting all the way up into areas going into Minnesota, and that will get those winds up to at least 35 miles per hour as we go into tomorrow. Hot Friday as we finish out going into the evening. You're looking at clouds on the increase, as I mentioned before. We'll take it over all the way into tomorrow as we go into sunrise for tomorrow. You're looking at mostly cloudy to cloudy skies, filling in with temperatures in the 20s and the 30s. By Saturday, 1 o'clock, you're looking at some of that fog and low cloud activity. That's where you're going to see a lot of visibility start to break down. Then we'll see more of that fog and low cloud activity possibly get down to the south as well with lower visibilities there. And then we could possibly see maybe a little drizzle in the forecast in areas by Winona, Black River Falls, La Crosse, carrying down all the way to the south. Dry break comes in and that will cease that. And as we finish out going into Sunday, a rain-snow mix starts to come into the forecast from Eau Claire all the way down into areas by Red Wing, getting to Winona and possibly circling that, getting back down to Black River Falls, maybe even La Crosse, possibly scooting out. Then Sunday going into, as we finish out Sunday going into Monday, that snow continues to push through the area. In fact, here's a better view of it as it finishes out. You get that little punch coming in for Sunday, and that'll carry over all the way through Sunday night going into Monday. We could see at least, wow, a little round of snow moving into the forecast there as we go into it. That's a little different. Haven't seen that in a bit, and I just was looking at that a second ago. As we go right into it, we're going to be seeing conditions, as I mentioned before, up to an inch of snow in the process, but we're holding on to temperatures in the 40s, 30s, and upper 40s as we go through the weekend. So getting that snow on the ground is going to be quite difficult. We'll also be seeing the conditions going into next week. We're seeing widespread 20s to some 30s in the forecast, where local temperatures are going to be at least near seasonal average to at least up to cool conditions. Again, as we finish out with maybe a 30 to about 40% chance of snow coming in the picture. Again, for Wednesday, you can see that going into Thursday as well, and finishing out with drier conditions on the way.
All right, should be a pretty good weekend, though. It'll be nice to enjoy it.
The thing about the snow, that the ski lift or the ski jump you're talking about, breezy and gusty winds coming through that. So they need to double check that to make sure that's not really going to affect them.
All right, yeah, hopefully they'll be watching for our updates. Thank you, Art.